Yes, I'm here with Dr. Hope, a very well-known poker player in the area in Southern California. You can see his face gracing the floors of many of the poker rooms and casinos throughout the area. My attention was brought to him. I was on TV. I wasn't on TV. I was watching TV, and I saw the doctor in a European tournament. I think what she took second or fourth, but tell us a little bit about that, Doctor.
Well, it was a fourth place finish in World Poker Tour event in Paris, France, which was great fun to play. And you know, one of these days I'll do it again.
Yeah.
All I have to do is win one of these RiverCard events, which are so much fun, so inexpensive to play, and you have such a great time.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Yeah. Well, you're the man.
Well, tell us a little bit about your poker playing history. How did it all begin, and how did it lead up to here?
Actually, my mother taught me how to play poker when I was 12 years old.
Oh, wow.
And I started doing it for a living for about 6 months of my life in my mid-20s. And then I stopped for a real long time because I got into other things. I write children's books, as you know.
He writes children's books.
I write and other books as well. I recently wrote The True Life Love Story of My Parents. My mother was a Broadway actress, and my father was a Catholic priest.
Wow.
I call the book "Everybody Calls My Father Father."
Good title. Good title.
Because they did.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting back to poker, I mean, what this guy does here is really cool. He goes around and has this silly little tournament that attracts all of us poker players. It's great fun, and you guys should come and join us at one of his local events.
Thanks, Doctor. That was very emotional. All right, well, tell us about some of your biggest wins locally. Like, we know you had the big European win, but what about in the area? I know you've cashed in some Paula tournaments and some...
I took first a couple weeks ago here. I took first a couple weeks ago in Paula.
Well, I always notice, because when you walk around these rooms like I do and you see so many players, you always see the ones that go further in tournaments, and the doctor's always there. Maybe you can give us a summary of what you think it takes to win a tournament like this. Obviously not today, but he goes far. Is it patience, or what is it? Is it reading people? Is it...
Don't get counterfeited on the river like I did right now.
Yeah, because a lot of this game compared to other things we do is a lot of luck. You can always go in ahead, but you end up not so ahead. But I know the doctor talks to people around the table. Do you do that to gather communication? Do you do that to get information?
The whole thing is, in poker, you want to gather information about all your other players.
Right.
And it's very important that when you sit down at a table that immediately you start looking at how everybody plays their hand.
Right.
From what position do they enter a pot, from what position do they raise.
Right.
And you gather all this information so you can use it against them later.
Yeah, that's true. Poker players have long memories and everything is known. Well, in this new series and stuff that we're putting on websites and our Facebook, he's one of our first interviews, and I wish Dr. Hope a long career in poker playing history locally, if not in the World Series of Poker, and thank you very much for coming today.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for having the whole thing. It's always great when you put this on.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thanks.